Today we learned about using partial quotient to figure out the answer to a division problem. So today our total is 456 divided by 12. The way that you use a partial quotient strategy is that you would say, okay, I'm going to take my divisor, which is 12, and I'm going to say, what can I multiply 12 by that's going to help me start to subtract from my total to make equal groups? So we learned today that you can use multiples of 10. So we said, okay, so let's do 10. Well, I know for sure in my head I can figure out that's quickly 120. So I would subtract 120. And this is what I would have left. And I would say, oh, okay, so I can do 12 times 10 again, which would give me 120 again. This is my divisor every time. So then I would subtract again 120 because I made another 120. And this is what I would have left. And I would say, oh, I can do this again. So I'd come back over here and say, okay, let me try again. I would make another 120. And I would be able to subtract that from my total as well. And then I have 96 left, so I can't do 120 again. So I have to say, okay, well, what could I multiply 12 by to get 96? So I say, okay, so let me try 12 times, let's say 6, okay? So this would be 12, 72. Yeah, I could multiply or subtract 72. So let's put a 6 here and say, well, that would make 72. Let me subtract 72. So then I'm going to subtract. So 6 minus 2, I now have 4. This would give me 2. Then I have 24 left. So I try to figure out, well, how many times? So 12 times what is going to give me this 24 that I have left? Well, I know I need 2 groups. So then if I do 24, I'm going to switch over here to do 24 minus 24 to show that I have 0 remainders. And then all of this part added together is going to give me my quotient. So I would have 10, 20, 30, and then 6 plus 2. So my quotient would be 38. And that is my answer. So we're using these parts to figure out how to subtract from our total until we have 0 remainders, or the smallest remainder we can find. Then we add all of these partial quotients together to figure out what our quotient is, which was 38.